As we get older, many people assume that joint pain is simply the cost of aging, an unavoidable slide into stiffness, soreness, and limited mobility. But the truth is, much of what we feel isn't just old age. It's the direct result of something happening inside the body that most seniors never hear about: a sharp decline in collagen production. Collagen is the structural protein that keeps our joints cushioned, our cartilage springy, and our connective tissues strong. It's the framework that helps your knees bend smoothly, helps your hips carry you without grinding, and helps your back stay stable and aligned. In our younger years, the body produces collagen easily and continuously. But after age 50, that natural production slows dramatically, sometimes dropping by as much as 1% each year. This gradual decline is why the joints begin to feel tighter, why recovery takes longer, and why movements that used to feel effortless suddenly feel strained or uncomfortable. You might notice little things at first, maybe stiffness when you wake up, or a longer warm up before your legs feel ready to carry you. Over time, those little signs become louder messages. It's not that the body doesn't want to repair itself, it's that it doesn't have the building blocks it once had. Collagen is like the scaffolding your joints depend on, and when that scaffolding weakens, everything around it begins to feel the impact. Cartilage becomes thinner, cushioning wears down, and the bones have less support. This is when people begin experiencing cracking, grinding, or persistent aches that make even simple activities more challenging than they should be. What makes this so important to understand is that your joints aren't failing you. They're asking for help. The body is incredibly intelligent and always working toward healing, even in your 60s, 70s, and 80s. But you have to give it the raw materials it needs to rebuild. That's where nutrient-rich foods come in, especially natural collagen-supporting nuts. These foods contain the amino acids your body uses to form new collagen fibers, along with minerals and antioxidants that protect the joints and slow the ongoing breakdown. When you feed your body what it needs, you're no longer fighting the aging process. You're supporting the repair systems that have been working quietly inside you all along. It's empowering to know that you can take control of joint health in such a simple, natural way. You're not trying to reverse time, you're just giving your body the fuel to do what it's designed to do. Instead of forcing relief with harsh chemicals or relying on pain from day to day, you're nourishing your tissues at a foundational level. Many seniors don't realize how quickly improvements can happen when collagen production is supported consistently. Even small changes like a nightly serving of the right nuts can make a noticeable difference in how your joints feel when you wake up, how easily you move through the day, and how much confidence you have in your own strength and mobility. This is your moment to rebuild from the inside out. When we talk about supporting joint health naturally, walnuts deserve a spotlight because of what they do while you sleep. Most people think healing only happens when we're awake and moving, but the opposite is true. Nighttime is when the body becomes incredibly active on the inside, repairing tissues, calming inflammation, and restoring balance. And walnuts, with their rich omega-3 fatty acids, fit perfectly into this nighttime healing cycle. These healthy fats act almost like a natural lubricant for your joints, helping them glide with more ease and less resistance. But what makes them especially powerful is the way they influence inflammation, which is one of the leading causes of stiffness, soreness, and slow movement in seniors. Inflammation isn't always bad. Your body uses it to protect and repair, but chronic, ongoing inflammation is what leads to that stubborn morning stiffness that makes it difficult to get out of bed or take those first few steps. By giving your body omega-3 fatty acids before sleep, you're signaling it to dial back that inflammatory response in the most natural way possible. You're helping your cells calm down after a day of stress, pressure, and wear. And as that inflammation settles, your joints get the quiet environment they need to repair themselves instead of constantly fighting irritation. Think about your joints like a doorway that's become stiff over time. Every movement feels like a push, but when you add the right nutrients, it's like applying a gentle oil that helps everything move more smoothly. Walnuts do that for your body from the inside out. They don't just take the edge off discomfort, they create conditions that help prevent that discomfort from building up in the first place. When eaten in the evening, their fatty acids circulate throughout the night, supporting the tissues around your knees, hips, shoulders, and spine. You're essentially giving your joint cells the tools to rest, recover, and repair without interruption. What's remarkable is how small the change needs to be. You're not overhauling your entire diet. You're not committing to a difficult routine. You're simply adding a handful of walnuts before bed and letting nature take over. Many seniors report feeling a noticeable difference after only a few nights, less tension when waking, fewer clicks and pops when moving around, and a greater sense of fluidity in their steps. It's not magic, it's just biology working in your favor, and the benefits go beyond joint comfort. Walnuts also support brain health, heart function, and overall cellular repair. So while you're focusing on easing stiffness, you're also supporting a healthier body in several other ways. That's the beauty of using food as medicine. You don't just target one problem, you nourish the whole system. When your body receives the right kind of nourishment, the improvements tend to show up everywhere, often faster than you expect. Each night gives you another opportunity to support your joints before tomorrow begins. Almonds play an extraordinary role in supporting aging joints because they give the body the very nutrients it needs to rebuild collagen, restore tissue flexibility, and strengthen the structures that keep you moving comfortably. When most people think of almonds, they think of a quick snack or a healthy treat, but few realize how deeply they contribute to joint repair, especially for seniors who are trying to regain mobility and reduce daily discomfort. As we age, collagen loss doesn't just make our skin thinner, it weakens the tissues inside the joints, leaving them more vulnerable to wear and tear. Almonds provide the raw materials your body relies on to rebuild that collagen supply, helping restore the cushioning and elasticity that naturally decline over time. One of the standout nutrients in almonds is magnesium. Magnesium is a quiet hero when it comes to joint health because it relaxes tight muscles, supports nerve function, and helps calm the tension that often forms around sore or inflamed joints. Many seniors don't realize that their stiffness isn't just coming from the joints themselves, it's also coming from the muscles around them working overtime to compensate. When magnesium levels are low, that tension increases. Almonds help break that cycle by naturally replenishing this essential mineral and supporting smoother, more comfortable movement. Alongside magnesium, almonds are rich in vitamin E, a powerful antioxidant that protects joint tissues from further damage. Inflammation, environmental stress, and even everyday motion can create tiny free radicals inside the body, unstable molecules that chip away at healthy tissue over time. Vitamin E steps in like a shield, reducing oxidative stress and slowing the breakdown of collagen. The less damage happening at the joint level, the more efficiently your body can rebuild. It's like repairing a house. You want to stop the leaks before you start patching the walls. Vitamin E helps stop the leaks. But what really makes almonds special is their amino acid profile. Amino acids are the building blocks of protein, and collagen is no exception. By eating almonds regularly, especially in the evening, you're supplying your body with the exact components it needs to assemble new collagen fibers. Fibers that support cartilage, strengthen ligaments, and maintain the soft tissues that keep your joints stable. It's a gentle, natural way to rebuild from within without relying on synthetic supplements or treatments that only offer temporary relief. When you enjoy almonds before bed, you're giving your body a slow, steady release of nutrients that work all night long. As your body moves into deeper stages of sleep, your repair systems activate. Hormones shift, cellular regeneration increases, and tissues begin to renew themselves. The nutrients in almonds become part of this process, feeding your cells when they're most ready to accept support. Over time, this nightly nourishment helps improve flexibility, reduce stiffness, and strengthen the foundational structures that make movement comfortable and reliable. This simple habit becomes a powerful act of self-care that supports you long after the day is done. Brazil nuts bring something uniquely powerful to the table when it comes to joint restoration, especially for seniors who are trying to stay mobile, strong, and pain-free. These nuts may look simple, but inside them is one of the most valuable minerals for aging joints, selenium. Selenium is often overlooked, yet it plays a vital role in how well your body manages inflammation, repairs tissue, and defends itself against the damage that builds up over time. As the body ages, its natural antioxidant defenses begin to decline, and when those defenses weaken, the joints often feel the consequences first. Wear and tear speeds up, soreness becomes more common, and the tissues that protect your bones struggle to recover as quickly as they once did. Selenium helps reverse that pattern by empowering the enzymes responsible for deep cellular repair. What makes selenium so important is that it goes beyond simply reducing discomfort. It works at a foundational level, protecting joint tissue from oxidative stress. Oxidative stress is a process that happens inside the body when free radicals, unstable molecules produced by everyday metabolism, pollution, stress, and even normal aging begin to damage healthy cells. In our younger years, the body can neutralize these free radicals easily. But as we get older, that ability becomes less efficient, which means the free radicals accumulate and begin to break down cartilage, connective tissue, and even the fluids that keep joints moving smoothly. Selenium steps in as a powerful antioxidant supporter. It doesn't just protect tissue, it stabilizes your internal environment so your body can focus on rebuilding rather than constantly defending itself. With Brazil nuts, you don't need a large amount to get a big benefit. Just 1 or 2 nuts a day can supply your body with the selenium it needs to support enzyme activity, reduce chronic inflammation, and encourage tissue restoration. This is especially important for seniors because inflammation, when left unchecked, becomes one of the biggest contributors to long-term joint deterioration. It becomes a cycle. Inflammation leads to tissue breakdown, which leads to more inflammation, which leads to more breakdown. Selenium helps interrupt that cycle by calming inflammatory signals and supporting the proteins that repair cartilage. Over time, this helps your joints move with greater ease and less discomfort, not through force or medication, but through deep, steady nourishment. Brazil nuts also provide healthy fats and key nutrients that contribute to overall mobility and resilience. These nutrients help lubricate the joints, reduce dryness in connective tissue, and support the structures that maintain balance and strength. When combined with the body's natural nighttime healing rhythm, the effects become even more noticeable. Eating a small serving of Brazil nuts in the evening allows selenium to circulate during your deepest stages of sleep, when your repair hormones are highest and your body is focused on renewal rather than activity. This creates a synergistic effect: less inflammation, more protection, and better support for the tissues that matter most to your comfort. When your body receives this level of support consistently, waking up with ease becomes more than a hope. It becomes your new normal. Nighttime is one of the most overlooked but powerful tools we have for rebuilding joint health, especially as we age. Most people think of rest as simply turning off the mind or giving the body a break. But inside, something extraordinary is happening. While you sleep, the body goes into its deepest healing mode, repairing tissues, reducing inflammation, rebuilding collagen, and restoring balance to systems that work hard all day long. This is why the evening hours become such a critical window for seniors wanting to ease joint pain and improve mobility. If you nourish your body just before bed with the right nutrients, you give it exactly what it needs at the very moment it's primed to use them most effectively. Think of your body like a quiet workshop that comes alive at night. During the day, your joints are under constant pressure. Every step, every bend, every reach adds just a little more stress to the tissues. Muscles tighten, joints swell, and inflammation builds. But when you lie down at night, the load lifts. The body finally has a chance to redirect its energy away from movement and toward repair. Hormones shift dramatically during sleep. Growth hormone increases, inflammation regulating compounds rise, and the cellular repair machinery becomes more active. This isn't a gentle tune up. This is the deepest restoration your body performs in a 24-hour cycle. Now imagine giving your body specific nutrients that are designed to fuel these very processes. This is where collagen-supporting nuts like walnuts, almonds, and Brazil nuts become so valuable. When you eat them in the evening, their nutrients enter the bloodstream slowly and steadily during the night. Omega-3 fatty acids from walnuts help soothe inflammation. Magnesium and amino acids from almonds support tissue relaxation and collagen rebuilding. Selenium from Brazil nuts strengthens antioxidant defenses and protects tissue from further breakdown. Instead of going to bed depleted, your body goes to bed supplied, equipped with the building blocks it needs to rebuild what the day's wear and tear have strained. This timing matters more than most people realize. During daytime hours, your body is constantly switching between tasks, movement, digestion, stress responses, mental focus. At night, all that noise quiets down. Your repair systems get the rare luxury of working without interruption. It's like giving a craftsman a silent workshop and a full toolbox instead of trying to repair a house in the middle of a bustling crowd. The more consistent you are with providing these nutrients at night, the more efficiently your body can strengthen weakened cartilage, reduce morning stiffness, and restore smoother joint movement. Many seniors notice that their worst stiffness happens in the morning. That's because nighttime is the moment when healing should be happening, but sometimes there just aren't enough nutrients available for the body to work with. By adjusting what you eat before bed, even if it's just a small handful of the right nuts, you're giving your body the support it's been missing. You're taking advantage of a natural healing rhythm that's built into all of us. And when you honor that rhythm, you wake up feeling more comfortable, more flexible, and more capable of moving through your day with ease. Nighttime isn't just rest. It's your body's greatest opportunity for repair, and it's yours to use wisely. Consistency is one of the most powerful forces in healing, yet it's the one thing many people overlook when trying to improve their joint health. We tend to think relief comes from big changes, new routines, special treatments, or complicated protocols. But the truth is, the body responds best to small, steady habits that give it the same message day after day. You are supported, you are nourished, and it is safe to heal. That's exactly what happens when seniors incorporate a simple nightly serving of collagen supporting nuts. It's not about eating perfectly, changing your entire diet, or forcing drastic changes. It's about creating a gentle pattern your body can rely on, one that fuels your joints with the nutrients they need to slowly strengthen, soften, and rebuild from within. When you do something consistently, even if it seems small, your body begins to adapt. It starts anticipating what's coming. If each night you provide omega-3s from walnuts, magnesium and amino acids from almonds, and antioxidant-rich selenium from Brazil nuts, your body quickly learns that during your resting hours, it will receive exactly what it needs for joint repair. This repeated pattern amplifies the effects. Your natural collagen production doesn't just get a small boost. It becomes gradually supported night after night. Your inflammation doesn't just lower temporarily, it begins to regulate more efficiently. Your joint tissues don't just get momentary relief, they get long-term nourishment. Think about the process of strengthening a muscle. You don't lift weights once and expect results. You build strength by doing something consistent, even if the effort is small. The same principle applies to your joints. They thrive on repeated nourishment. Seniors often think they're too far along in their joint issues to make meaningful change. But the body has an incredible ability to respond to consistency. Every night you supply these key nutrients, you're signaling your body to repair a little more, restore a little more, and recover a little more than it did the night before. Over time, this steady support leads to real, noticeable change. Morning stiffness begins to ease. Movement becomes more fluid. Recovery after daily activities becomes quicker. You may find yourself standing up with less hesitation, walking with more confidence, and relying less on pain management methods you once thought were permanent. The improvements may start subtly, but they build layer by layer until one day you realize you feel better than you have in years, not because of one big change, but because of a simple new daily rhythm. And perhaps the most empowering part of this habit is that it gives you back a sense of control. Instead of feeling like joint pain is something that just happens. As you age, you begin to see that your choices, tiny as they may seem, shape your health in powerful ways. A nightly handful of the right nuts becomes more than a snack. It becomes a quiet promise you make to yourself, a commitment to care for your joints, honor your body's natural healing patterns, and invest in the mobility that gives you independence and vitality. Healing thrives on consistency, and every small choice made daily becomes a step toward the stronger, more comfortable body you deserve.